Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I ask you to choose the stone that draws you, the one that works with your intuition, and we'll begin. Okay, for those of you who chose the clear citrine, we have the Empress, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords. So, it looks to me like with this the Empress is a wonderful major arcana. It is new life. It is fertile ground. It is a lot of potential. It is that sort of life force bubbling up within you. Great major arcana to get. The Two of Cups is usually an awfully nice card. It's sort of like you're seeing eye to eye with someone. Maybe you're in a partnership. It may be a relationship. This may be a coworker kind of thing, or a friendship, or just an interaction you have with somebody where you really are kind of feeling understood, and it's just kind of nice. But this Eight of Swords is here too, so there's this feeling of being trapped somehow, or hemmed in, or like difficulty moving forward. It may be that you're feeling that Empress. You're feeling that life. You're feeling that there's something new coming in perhaps. You're feeling that kind of potential. But you just haven't been able to step forward yet. And it may be because there needs to be an agreement that needs to be made. Your new launch forward into something new in some area of your life will be as a result of some sort of agreement. Or it could be because you need to change the status quo here in some sort of understanding you have with somebody. But in any case, the Eight of Swords is always telling us that we're really not trapped. We may think we're trapped, but this woman's not trapped. You know, as soon as she starts to move, that tie is going to fall right off her. She is not trapped at all. So there just may be a new beginning that's bubbling up in you in some area, but you haven't been able to go forward. You haven't been able to have the birth of that new idea until you really look at it. It could be that there are steps here. These swords are steps that you need to take. It could be you do need to talk to somebody and resolve a situation or begin a new understanding. But excellent cards. This is excellent to have this new beginning wanting to come in. All right, for those of you who chose the green and white stone, we have the Knight of Coins, the Seven of Coins, and the Nine of Wands. So these are minor arcana. They're not huge deals. This is about parts of your day maybe, and your day is, you're definitely making progress, tending to be productive. You know, the Knight of Coins, it's important to people who get the Knight of Coins a lot that they're sort of regular, they're dependably dealing with what they need to increase their security or increase the security of those they love. It's sort of like, their feet are well firmly planted on the ground. They've got good head on their shoulders. They're practical. They don't need things to be, super exciting. Daily progress is good, that kind of thing. So you are making progress there, which might be good, or you might be feeling like, do I have enough security? Do I have enough sources of security? So, and you do. With the Seven of Coins, it's sort of like the harvest is rich, but the worker's concerned about something. But it looks to me like everything's moving forward just fine. The Nine of Wands is a guardedness. So really, I feel like this reading is pretty self-explanatory. The Nine of Wands is sometimes, okay, I've had some things come at me that were difficult, and now what's next? It's a sense of guardedness. It's a sense of, oh boy, wariness. It's like that. I think this is clearly saying you are doing what you need to do today to gradually increase your security. You're doing fine. Everything's going fine. You don't need to worry. You don't need to feel guarded. It looks like it's going to be a pretty regular day where you're doing well. So that's nice. That's nice to know. Okay. For those of you who chose the copper, we have All minor arcana again. 2 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups. So interesting. This morning, for no good reason, but maybe it is for a good reason, this card came to me right away after I woke up, and I was thinking, you know, I generally interpret that in a positive way, but it doesn't have to be in a positive way either, because, you know, this is the World Explorer, right? And a lot of times he is weighing his options, and I'm saying this, don't worry, there's no huge bad thing happening today. There's no major arcana that are negative. Don't worry about that. But this 2 of Wands guy, usually I say that's the World Explorer. He's weighing his options. He's looking at things with an adventurous kind of conquering kind of outlook. So usually it's a pretty powerful card, even though it's minor. I mean, it's a pretty good card. However, the World Explorer can also be conquering, right? Can be focused more on conquering, and that's not always so positive. I only say that because we have the 7 of Swords here. There may be somebody in your environment or someone whose communication you received today, and that can be through media as well, that is it's sort of wanting to conquer, divide and conquer, wanting to put forth their agenda very purposefully for their own reasons. I don't know. And maybe it's a hidden agenda. Maybe these cards are saying, and it wouldn't be a big deal, let me tell you, this is minor arcana, but maybe these cards are saying, for some of you, be a little bit skeptical or use your critical thinking, because sometimes people want to push this agenda, let's do this, instead of that agenda, because it works for them. They're trying to accomplish something. It's their own ambition, their own thing they want to conquer. So I don't know. I think there's sometimes we need to be a little bit careful there too. And like I said, not a major deal. The 8 of Cups is a wonderful card because it's going to give you clarity about everything. Today is a good day if you take a little time apart and you pay attention to what your emotions are telling you. Sometimes we don't have enough information to assess a situation with our mind. So we can ask ourselves, well, how do we feel about that? When I read cards, a lot of times, if I want to know if I should take a more positive or negative interpretation of the card, I first go to, how do I feel about that card? What's the feeling that card is giving me right now? Sometimes paying attention to our emotion and what makes us happy and what makes us feel frightened or worried or sad, it can really help us to evaluate and make decisions. So, and not to say that means that something we have a negative response to is necessarily bad. It might just be bad for us. Anyway, these are all minor arcana. I think it's food for thought today, you guys. I don't think it's huge stuff, but you know, that's kind of interesting on the days when we have an insight that helps us to know ourselves better. So it might be a day like that. For some of you, you simply are weighing your options. You've got 2 main priorities. Which one are you going to focus on? And you're doing well. You've got the world in your hands. Maybe the hidden agenda for some of you goes with the 8 of Cups, sort of like, I have to get my own head straight. I have to figure out what I want today, what I need, how I feel about something, how something would work for me. Because sometimes, you know, we're preoccupied with the message we're getting from other people, and we have to kind of take it back and take some time apart and say, how's that gonna work in my life? You know, how do I feel about that? All right. For those of you who chose the red stone, we have the Page of Minor Arcana, again, not a huge day. Page of Coins, 6 of Swords, 10 of Wands, but really purposeful and lovely. The Page of Coins means you're picking up something that will enhance your security. You've already done it. It's something you've been working on. You've just begun, maybe. Maybe it's something that improves, brings in some money or saves some money, or it could be something that improves your health, improves your security in another way. I think you need to carry your load lightly today. The Ten of Wands is like overburdened. Maybe you're getting up thinking you want to accomplish all kinds of things. Well, you know what? Sometimes it is better to, well, we know what our to-do list is. Sometimes it's nice to write it down. I feel like I never want to write down this all has to get done today, because that's just setting myself up for failure. You know, what if you have a day, you know, you don't know the kind of day Spirit's going to bring you, right? So sometimes it's nice to write a list and be like, well, these are my priorities coming up. We'll see when they get done, you know. But the Ten of Wands is carrying that list around with you mentally, and you're overburdened and you're really feeling it, and you don't need to do that. Sometimes the days where we think we're going to get the most done, we have unexpected twists and turns. Sometimes the days where we don't think we're going to get a lot done, man, things just fall into place one after another, and we get all kinds of things done. So the Ten of Wands, we can always ask Spirit to help us, help us guide us in what we should do at each moment, one thing at a time. And completely focus on that one thing. We can ask Spirit's help with that too. And sometimes we can ask Spirit to order our day, and just this happens, and then we get an opportunity to take care of that thing, and we get an opportunity to check that off our list, and we're like, what is going on here? Well, Spirit's ordering our day. And the Six of Swords is using what we've learned in the past, using what we've learned, all of those lessons, all that knowledge, to head us into calmer waters. So that's awfully nice. And these are minor arcana, so it might not be a huge deal. It might be just, boy, you have sudden clarity about, oh man, I don't want to commit to doing this, or I don't want to tell myself I have to do that, you know, because I remember how that goes. That doesn't go so well, or you know what I mean. It's using your knowledge. So it's a good set of cards. This one, you really do have the option of carrying one wand at a time. And please enjoy that you are, in fact, with this Page of Coins, you have begun to improve your security. It's something that could really grow into something terrific. Sometimes people get this when they've got a new job, when they've got some money coming in unexpectedly, or something, or, well, it wouldn't be entirely unexpected. You would kind of know with this page. It's not an ace, it's a page. So you kind of know, but it can grow into something really significant. All right. Well, I thank you all so much and hope to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.